Hi,
Hi, hi. Samir,
how are you?
tell us something about yourself and about your journey.
Okay, thank you for having me first. I'm Samir Saxena, and I'm a banker by profession. And I've done my engineering in 2013. After that, I have worked at a couple of places, including teaching for 2 years. And after joining bank, I have written my first book, Sunset by the River, which is out in September. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
So
I was going to
that's about
ask
me.
you that only that it's such an interesting topic. So let us know about it also.
Thank you. Sunset by the River is a story which revolves about around three characters, Ayan, Tripti, and Monisha. And it's about, someone's life and issues which a person is dealing with, but the person cannot express it. And I cannot name the issue because it's the whole theme of the book. So what happens is the person is struggling with this issue and he needs someone to support. He or she needs someone to support, but the person cannot express it. So the other has to, stick by the person to know what's actually going on, and that's about the story. When you read it,
So,
what the topic is in the book.
so do you think someone could be a writer if they don't feel emotions strongly?
Mm, I don't think anyone does not feel any emotion. Every person feel an
No.
emotion at some point or other, one kind of other. And there is no person who is emotionless. Otherwise, he is not a human. He or she is not a human. So yes, emotions are important to write any topic, any story. When you have emotions, the story comes out, from within very deeply. So yeah, it's important. It's very
Readers
important to have
also can
emotion.
connect to you then.
Yeah, readers also connect to you when you pour your emotion in the story, not about from your life, but you have to gather emotions from others' lives as well. Because if you tell your
Experience
own,
things.
yes, if you tell your own story, your own life, then readers do not connect that easily because they do not want to hear your story, your life's story. They want to hear the story you want to tell.
Okay, Samir, let us know what are the some of the traps in the publishing industry for the new authors.
Traps. Okay, I think I would not be able to tell more about it because I'm not the one who's fallen for traps yet. But I have seen people who are going around with unknown names that have been in the industry for around 2 or 3 months only, and they ask for your manuscripts. But it happens rarely. In my case, I haven't encountered any such traps or anything. And but you got to do your research when you are sending out your manuscript, and sending out to a well established house is okay. But if you are sending out your manuscript to someone you have not heard before, then you have to got to do your research, talk to people who are
Be
related to that.
careful from your
That
side.
yeah, be careful and be uh,
Alert
educated.
about it.
Yeah, you have to do your research. I have talked to numerous people before sending my manuscript to the publisher. I've sent to many publishers. I have got rejected. I have got accepted. But I sent after doing my research.
Okay. Let us know that do you read your book reviews? How do you deal with the good and bad ones?
Of course, I do read the reviews, and both good and bad. Luckily, I haven't got that negative reviews yet, but I have got some critical reviews which talk about some plot holes, maybe, and that I take as positive feedbacks to improve in future for my next stories. They help you to grow as a writer, however critical reviews are. But there are some reviewers who
Which help
do not.
you to grow?
Yeah, they help you to grow, but they have to be honest. They have to be justify their negative
Not
points.
necessarily.
Yeah, they do not just go and bash you, like this is the worst book I have read, this is the worst author I have read. these points are not, justifying your reviews. You have to give proper context what you are talking about, like the plot hole or the character flaw or the grammatical errors.
Okay, let us know about how many unpublished or half-published book you have.
I have first book out in September, which I was working on, for 5 years. I was working on Sunset by the River for 2015. And I was occupied with all the other stuff, including the publishing work and marketing. I was occupied with my banking work. But yes, I had an idea of two more books. I have an idea and I am working on it. And hopefully I will be able to complete it.
Okay, Abhishek, have a question for you. Have you ever took plots from your dream?
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you, Chetan. And Abhishek, that's a very interesting question, and I can relate it. I have had quite a couple of dreams, and that gave me some ideas. Actually, there is a scene in my novel which talks about a dream, and it is a little bit related to a dream I saw a few years back, and I was able to narrate it, that scene, and it got a quite of appreciation now. So yeah, dreams do give you ideas, because your thoughts keep boomeranging in your head, and you don't able to take out at one at a time. It just circulates in your mind, and maybe in the dreams they come out as as dreams.
Okay, it was nice talking to you, Samir. Let me take
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. It was great talking to you.